will, and this is part 4 of how to be confident always. In the last 3, I talked about how you can only control what you think. That's the only thing in life you have control over. You just know that's just the way it is. Number 2 is you know that God is in control and you trust him, because you have to build this strong foundation on something that you can trust and that will give you hope. You also have to focus on 2 important rules. If you trust God, then you trust what God says. And God says to love God and love people. He says those are the 2 most important rules. And if you really focus on that and do your job on that foundation, it's going to be better. Today I'm talking about 5 signs of burnout and slowing down and enjoy life. You've got to slow down and enjoy life. Here are 5 signs of burnout. You can do a Google and find more, but most of you are going to fill on this. Now, I will tell you this. You may think there's no way I'll get burned out because I love my job. Well, even when you love your job, there's a whole lot even better chance of being burned out when you love your job, because you go at it harder. You go at it harder. So here we go. Slow down and enjoy life. 5 signs of burnout. First of all, you don't enjoy or get excited about work anymore. You're getting out of bed later. You don't get there on time. You're sluggish. You procrastinate. You struggle with getting projects done. You're not very creative in your thinking. Those are all signs that you're burnout. Second is you quit making any real effort. You're not going that extra mile. I believe that excellence honors God and inspires people. Well, you're just not doing it excellent anymore if you're honest about it. And ask somebody. One of the best people to ask is your spouse or someone who's close to you. Hey, you think I'm burned out? If they don't know what burnout is, tell them these things. You quit making any real effort. You are just exhausted. You just feel, and these are all signs of depression too, by the way, signs of depression. You also struggle physically. Listen to some of the physical ailments you get if you're burned out. Insomnia, chest pain, headaches, you pick up colds and things more, other illnesses, heart palpitations, shortness of breath, dizziness, and fainting. Those are all signs of burnout. And if you're going all the time and you feel like you're burning on both ends, and with the way we've struggled the last couple of years, just dealing with employees not showing up and worried about the COVID and all that, it's real possible that you're burned out. Now, if you're depressed, you need to get help. You may not be able to work your way out of that. You might make some changes like exercise and rest and things like that. But if you're not, if you just can't think through making that happen and you even procrastinate to do that, you might just get counseling. It doesn't mean you have to be in counseling forever. You may just have to go a few times just to get somebody else's perspective to help you go. But here's the deal. Here's what I found out. I found out that I had to have a day of rest. I had to have a complete day of rest, and that changed my work life. I'm a pastor, so Sunday is my main day. My whole week deadline is Sunday, and so because of that, at first I started off on Friday and Saturdays were my day off. Well, guess what? I was never done by Friday. So I never really had a day off, and Saturdays are crazy. So what I did was I made Monday my Sabbath. Monday is my day off. And that changed everything for me. It's far enough away from my deadline that I can just go, I'm going to play today, or I'm going to rest today, or just whatever. But I am not doing work. Work doesn't even come up as a topic between my wife and I. And Jesus was the same way. Jesus spent a lot of time going off to be by himself. And he also told his disciples to do that as well. Listen to Mark 6:30-32. The apostles have been out doing ministry and they've had some success. So the business is going good and they're getting after it and they want to keep going. And so the apostles returned to Jesus from their ministry tour and told him all that they had done and taught. They're so excited. All this stuff was happening. And then Jesus said this, you ready? Let's go off by ourselves to a quiet place and rest a while. Look, you need a Sabbath, but you also need some vacation days. How many of you guys work all through the week and you don't use your vacation? Jesus says, let's go off and be by ourselves, a quiet place. Let's rest for a while. He said this because There were so many people coming and going, and Jesus' disciples didn't even have time to eat. And how often does it become 3, 4 o'clock and you go, man, I didn't eat lunch. So they left by boat to a quiet place where they could all be alone. Hey, how about you? Are you burned out? It's easy to figure that out. Google it. Signs of somebody, there'll be somebody that give you 50 signs of, but the most important one is you feel down. You're not as excited about your job. It's hard. You procrastinate a lot. I've been there, done that, but you can get out of it just by doing some things like exercise, counseling, and spending some time where you just break off from it completely. Go on a vacation and put your phone up and don't ever get your phone out. So anyway, that's my prayer for you, is that you not be burned out. It's that you slow down and enjoy life. Hey, my name is Royal. I'm pastor of Life Connect Church in Euless, Texas. My prayer for you is that you can get back to enjoying your job and enjoying your life by relaxing, reconnecting, connect with God, connect with nature. Whatever you do that is fun for you, go do it. Anyway, hey, pastor of Life Connection Church in North Euless, and if you in our area and you do not have a church home, I'd love you come be my guest. I'd love to meet you. And if you have a prayer request, put it in the comments, or you can go to lifeconnectionchurch.org and click prayer requests, and it will send me the prayer request directly, and I will pray for you. Anyway, thank you. God bless. I will